खड्गं चक्रगदेषु चापपरिघान् शूलं भुशुण्डीं शिरः शङ्खं संदधतीं करैः त्रिनयनां सर्वाङ्गभूषावृतां नीलाश्मद्युतिमास्य पाददशकां सेवे महाकालिकां यामस्तौ स्फटिते हरौ कमलजो हन्तुं मधुकैटभम्। ओम श्रीमात्रे नमः। हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। हरिः ओम everybody. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, all right. So we are going to do the Devi Mahatmyam, or it is called Chandi Saptashati or Durga Saptashati. So we are doing that. We are in Prathama Charitam, means first portion of this Devi Mahatmyam. It has 3 sections. I already told you at the introduction. We are at the first section, Prathama Charitam, and it has 104 shlokas. So far we have done up to 78 shlokas. So I'm going to recap. That way we will be here where we left. What happened is, in the beginning also, just 10-15 minutes I will recap. This happened in Savarnika Manvantaram. There are 14 Manvantaras. Each Manvantaram there is a one Manu. This happened in second one. His name is Savarni. How he became the he was a Suradha Maharaj, only king. How he became the 8th Manu, Ashtama Manu, 8th Manu, how and what was the process, how he became that great, all that Markandeya Maharshi is telling his disciple. This is in Markandeya Puranam, and in chapter 78 to 90. All these 13 chapters, that is in Devi Mahatmyam or Chandi Saptashati. Then Markandeya Maharshi is explaining to the disciples all that we have seen. That second Manvantaram, he was a king. His name was Suradha. He was born in Chaitra Vamsham dynasty. And then one time that kingdom got attacked by the enemy people and he lost his kingdom. Then one day he took his horse and went to the forest. He could not take it anymore. He was distressed. He went to Sumedha Maharshi's ashramam, hermitage. There it's a beautiful environment. Everybody was doing meditation, Vedic chanting, and then morning birds chirping. All the animals were friendly, beautiful atmosphere. But still, this Maharaj, Suradha Maharaj, could not be happy or could not get peace of mind. And he was roaming in the forest, thinking about past, about his elephant and kingdom, all the ministers and chief commander, Senadipati, all that he was thinking. He said, I brought this elephant from far away. It's a special elephant. I used to feed that elephant. I don't know if they are taking care of. All that he was regretting, living in the past. And then he was thinking, he worked very hard for his Koshadhikaram, means the treasury. He acquired so much wealth. He is thinking, hopefully, I hope everybody is spending the money wisely. All that he was thinking, walking in the forest with distressed and depressed mind. While walking in the forest, he saw another gentleman. He talked to him. Who are you? Why are you here? And then his name is Suradha Samadhi. He says, my name is Samadhi. I am a businessman and I was born in a wealthy family. What happened? My family, means my wife and children, kicked me out from the house. because maybe he was giving donations and he was, they thought he was spending all the money, and whatever are the reasons, they kicked him out from the house. That is why I didn't know where to go. I came to this forest and roaming around. Then that's how they both exchanged the words and they became friends. And then the king brought this businessman to Muni ashram. And then he took the Muni's permission. His name is Sumedha Maharshi. And then joined him. Whenever you are in the ashram, we need to follow the rules. That's why he had to take the permission of the Maharshi. And then that both of them were staying, and then both of them were regretting. Then they didn't know what they are doing. They are thinking, we are all learned people. Still, we are feeling like this. They were attending satsangs. They were devotional. Everything is good. Then they didn't know. One day, finally, they both of them surrendered to Sumedha Maharshi. That is the first step, to learn the knowledge, to evolve, to awaken our soul. This is the first step, to surrender to Guru. Then Guru took him with affectionately and was giving him the teaching. You are saying you are you have the knowledge. Whatever we perceive through these organs of perception means eyes, nose, throat, tongue, skin and nose, pancha jnanendriyas. All that knowledge, all the animals, insects, birds have it too. Because they all eat, when they are hungry, they eat ahara, nidra, bhaya, maidhuna. When they are hungry, they eat. We also eat. Nidra, of course, we all sleep. They sleep. Bhayam, fear. They have, we have. All of them. And maidhuna means reproduction. All of them, they have that knowledge. We have that too. There is no difference between human beings and the animals. But even though we have this knowledge, this teaching done in two parts. We did all this elaborately, but I'm just giving you the recap. Then what happens is, he says, see, the birds are, even though they are very hungry, they bring the food and feed their children. That is the power of Mahamaya. And then another example he gives is, all our human beings, what do? They think in the future, the children will take care of them, whether they might improve their name and fame, or the clan, the Vamsham might go, progeny they will have, or they will take care of them in future. That is the reason they take care of the children. This is all because of Mahamaya Swarupam, means that is a universal mother, Durga Devi, Adi Parashakti. She is the cause for all that. That's how he ends the teaching. Who? The Guru, Sumedha Maharshi. Then this king gets the doubt. He is curious. He asks that Maharshi, I want to know who is this Mahamaya. I want to know her glory. I want to know her name and fame, how she was born, what actions, what kind of deeds she performs, and what is her nature, Swabhavam and Prabhavam. Everything I want to know in detail. Please explain to us. That's what that King Suradha Maharaja asked the Maharshi, Sumedha Maharshi. Then Rishi explains, she is Nitya Swarupam, means she is eternal, she is always there, she is the support for whole universe, and she, whole universe is pervaded by her. Sarvamidam tatam. And then she is, even though she is a formless, she takes up a form to protect Devanam Karya Siddhyartham Avir Bhavati Sayada. She takes up a form to protect Devas. What is the Devas' duty? They protect lokas, means all 14 worlds, and they protect dharma. Dharma Rakshana, Loka Rakshana. Both of them are duties of Devatas. So that is why they all worshipped her, they prayed to her, and then they took up this form. That's how she takes up the form. And then what happened once Vishnu Bhagavan, this is before creation. Vishnu Bhagavan went to, means Kalpantam, end of the Kalpam, Pralaya time, dissolution time. He went to Yoga Nidra. Everywhere there is only water, no universe, no world, there is no Bahirmukhatvam, means going outward. Only he is going inward, means all the sense organs, all the organs of perception, organs of action, all of them went to inside to pranas. Then pranas went to self. Yoga Nidra means Atma Nidra. He went to his own self. That is how Vishnu Bhagavan, he is the sustainer, Sthiti Karakudu, means he takes care of the whole universe. So then what happened at that time, from his karna, means from his ears, two Rakshasas emerged. They are, Rakshasas means demons. They are Madhu and Kaitabha. Then they were floating in the water. They didn't know what to do. Then they saw a lotus. And lotus is like a stem and a full bloom lotus. That's where sitting Brahmaji, the creator, was sitting with 4 heads. 4 heads representation of 4 Vedas. Ruk, Yaju, Sama, Adharvana Vedas. And then, so he's also called Chaturmukha Brahma. And they saw this Brahmaji, demon's characteristic is what? Always want to fight. The vasanas, the tendencies came up. They decided to fight with Brahmaji. Brahmaji said, I'm not a fighter. I'm just a creator. I don't know how to fight. Then he said, he was born out of this lotus, right? Then he went to the root, Nabhi Kamalam. There he was born from Vishnu Bhagavan's Nabhi, from navel. So then he went to Vishnu Bhagavan, the source. He said, these Madhukaitabhas, both of them are want to fight with me. Please help me. Vishnu Bhagavan is in Yoga Nidra. How can he wake up? Then he saw that light, thin layer of that Tamasi Shakti power. Dark, thin layer. Kali Devi's Shakti power. That is Tamasi Shakti. See, Tamasi Shakti means we get afraid. Tamasi Gunam is different from Tamasi Shakti. Shakti is a power. Why? Tamasi Gunam, the characteristic, Sattva, Rajas, Tamo Gunas, 3 characteristics. Tamasi Gunam is procrastination, laziness, lethargic, always getting delayed. If we are going delay for satsangs anywhere, that is Tamasic characteristic. So that is the Tamasi Guna. But Tamasi Shakti is rejuvenates us. Like let us say, for example, if we sleep, what happens? Then we say in the morning, I slept very well. I woken up from the sleep, feel fresh, energized. I'm very happy. I'm ready to do anything. That is the power of Tamasi Shakti. That is mother's power. All of them are mother's power. This is the awakening, inner charging. This makes us bright and brilliant. We are ready. So then he realized that is the power of mother, Yoga Maya Shakti. Then what I need to do, I need to praise her. Then she will help me. Not the Vishnu Bhagavan. I need to praise Tamasi Shakti of mother. That is where we stopped, and that's where Brahmaji started praising Yoga Maya, Maha Maya Swarupini, Kali Shakti. First chapter is representation of Kali Mata. Kali Mata is nothing but Kala Swarupam. Kalo Jagat Bhakshakaha. Every Kala means time. Everything goes in time. Everything evolves in time. Everything is born in time. Time will tell you. We say our time is not good. Our time, we are going through bad timings. So Kala Swarupam. That is why we need Devi Mahatmyam. We need Chandi Saptashati to everything will be conducive. And then he's praising Yogamaya. Oh mother, you are everything. You are Swaha Devi. You are Swadha Devi. You are three Omkara Swarupini, Akara, Ukara, Makara, three Matratmika, all of them you. You are Sandhya Devi. You are Savitri Devi. This is Shloka 75. That is where you are everything. You are the Srushti Sthiti Laya Swarupini, means cause for the whole universe and sustenance for the whole universe and dissolution. You are doing that, all of them. You are the Mahavidya, Mahamaya, Mahamedha, Mahaskrutivi, Mahamohacha Bhavati, Mahadevi, Maheshwari. Up to that we saw you are that Prakriti, you are that Mula Prakriti, you are the source for everything. You are Gunatraya Vibhavini, means you created all gunas, Sattva, Rajas, Tamo gunas, and then you divided all of them, three gunas. You are everything, oh mother. That is what the Brahmaji is praising her. Stuti, Stotra Priya, Stuti Samstuta Vaibhava. Devatas get pleased when we do stuti, praise them. Then they will do whatever we want. Then we can ask. So that is what Brahmaji is doing. And then we are at the now 79th shloka. This is the most important section in first chapter. Even if we cannot do whole chapter, we can start doing from 72 to 87 shlokas, almost all 15 shlokas is equivalent to chant the whole chapter. So this is what now. Kala Ratri, Moharatri, Kala Ratri, Maharatri, Moharatrischa Darunam. Tvam Sri, Tvam Ishwari, Tvam Hri, Tvam Buddhir Bodha Lakshana. You are Kala Ratri. He's still continuing. You are Kala Ratri. Means this is the dissolution time. Everything is going inward, whole universe. And then Maharatri, you are that taking of not only individuals, all the jivas, everything. And Moharatri, you create that delusion in people too. Daruna Ratri, 4 types of Ratris are mentioned here. That is why mother has Ratri Suktam. Daytime, even daytime and in nighttime, daytime is representation of Shiva Bhagavan, and nighttime is representation of Mother Kali Swarupam. So that's what he's telling. Now for a regular purpose, I mean, another meaning is there too. That is scriptures are mentioning. Kala Ratri means, let us say, we celebrate Deepavali, Amavasya day. Before that, Chaturdashi, 14th day, that is called Naraka Chaturdashi, we call. That is what Kala Ratri means. Diwali is coming up, so if we worship the day of mother, that would be really great. We get results faster, easily. Even if we chant once, we get 100 times results. That is what Kala Ratri means. Chaturdashi, before Amavasya, 14th day, Chaturdashi, we call Naraka Chaturdashi. And then Maharatri, that is the Deepavali day, means the day of, actually we celebrate the festival, Deepavali. And then Moharatri, this is very interesting. This is nothing but Shravana Bahula Ashtami, means Sri Krishna Janmashtami. The day Sri Krishna is born, that is Moharatri. Because he created Moham, means this is the good Moham, taking us to the Bhagavan. even gopis, all the brahmanas, even Nanda Gopa Vraja, everybody got deluded hearing to his flute. Even enchanted by his flute. And then Krishna Bhagavan gave us the Gita, Bhagavad Gita. That is also 700 shlokas. That is also 3 sections. Karma, Bhakti, Jnana, Yogas. See, beautiful. So that's what Moharatri means. Daruna Ratri. This is also, you will love it. Means Vaishaka Shuddha Tritiya. That comes in May. That is usually now people know about Akshaya Tritiya. That somehow it got promoted as if we buy gold, then it will multiply. But actually, this is very, very conducive for mother's worship. That Akshaya Tritiya day, whatever we do charity or whatever we do sadhanas, it will multiply. It will become 100-fold, 1,000-fold. Akshayam, it will never perish. That is why all these Ratris are representation of these specific times. One is Deepavali Chaturdashi day, Deepavali Amavasya day, actual festival, and then Krishnashtami and Akshaya Tritiya day. All these 4 Ratris. And then he is praising more. Tvam means you. In Sanskritam, Tvam means word you. Tvam means you. Oh mother, you are Sri. Sri means Aishwarya Pradayini. Lakshmi Devi also called Sri. That is why we say that is letter has Shakara, Rakara, Ikaram. Sri. Sha means peace of mind, Anandam. And then Sukham, happiness. Rakaram means Agni Bijam, means fire, knowledge. Ikaram means Shakti, Jnana Ananda Shakti. When we add Eem, that Nadam Bijam, then it becomes a Bijaksharam, Sreem. That's why you are Sri, Aishwarya Pradayini. Even Sri Krishna Bhagavan says, Yajjad Vibhuti Mat Sattvam, Sri Madurjitam Evava, Tatta Deva Vagachatvam, Mama Tejomsha Sambhavam. Whatever is Sri, that Aishwaryam in anybody, good speaking skills, good chanting skills, good singing skills, whatever, or they have a lot of money, everything is my power. I'm giving my power to them, my Amsha. This is coming from me. That is what Sri means, Vibhuti also. So many meanings are there. You are that, oh mother, Sri. Oh mother, you are Ishwari, means you are the ruler and controller of the whole universe. You are Ishwari. Tvam Hrihi, you are, oh mother, you are that Hri. Hri means humility. Vinamram. That is why in Upanishad says, the Taittiriya Upanishad, Hriyadeyam, Shriyadeyam, Samvidadeyam. When we give charity, we need to deal with humility, and later on this comes also Lajja, with humility and shyness. Means I have so much, all that wealth is given by Ishvara. Tena Chektena Bunjitaha. Ishavasya Upanishad says, everything is given by the Lord. I better give it with whatever I can, with full capacity. With that humility I should give. I'm giving very little. He has given me so much. With that shyness, with and then with that humility we should give. With any charity, even including money or knowledge, whatever it is, means we need to share fully, 100%, wholeheartedly. That's what Hri. You are that Hri, oh mother. Tvam Buddhihi. Oh mother, you are that intellect. Buddhi means intellect. Tvam goes with all of them. Tvam Buddhir Bodha Lakshana. Buddhi means intellect. Oh mother, you are Bodha Lakshana means knowledge. Jnana Swarupini. Because mother is staying in us, that's why we are able to learn anything. We are able to attain knowledge, gain knowledge. Oh mother, you are everything. That Tvam goes on. You are that Lajja, 80th shloka. Lajja pushtis tadha tushtis tvam shanti hikshanti revacha. That's what we are going to do now. 80th shloka, first line. Tvam Lajja Swarupini means, oh mother, you are that shyness in people. Lajja, you know that we already covered this. And you are that Tvam Pushtihi, you are that Pushti Swarupini. Means there are 9 kind of Pushtis according to our scriptures. Vak Pushti means speaking kills. These are all Devata. This Devata, all of them put together is you, O mother. Sharira Pushti means the body needs to be fully energized, charged with full health. Then Sharira Pushti, Indriya Pushti, sense organs should function well. And then Vak Pushti, and then Praja Pushti means progeny, and then family, friends. All this is a good Pushti, means all that wealth. That's what you are, oh mother. And then Pashu Pushti means all the cattle. Olden days, that is what they have. Means here, if we have good cars, working cars, and then all good house, all that is Praja Pashu Pushti. And Grama Pushti, wherever we are living, that should be conducive, that should be peaceful. Otherwise, we will not be able to progress. We will not be able to do meditation. So that is what Dhyana Pushti means, that the knowledge should be firm. Knowledge should be in full. Then only we can express outside. All these are all Pushti Devatas. And then last but not least, Dharma Pushti means want to do Dharmam, means the righteousness, earning or spending or leaving our way, living our life. That is all should be with Dharmam. Karma should be combined with Dharmam. That is very most important. Whatever we acquire, whatever we do, that is Dharma Pushti. All these 9 Pushtis put together, Pushti Mata, you are that, oh mother. Means Vak Pushti, Jnana Pushti, Sarira Pushti, Indriya Pushti, Dhanadhanya Pushti, all the grains, everything, Praja Pushti, Pashu Pushti, Grama Pushti, Dharma Pushti. You are that, oh mother. And then you are that Tushti means contentment, happiness. You are that. Without mother's blessings, we will not be happy, no matter whatever we have. And then Tushti, Tvam Shantihi, you are that peace, a giver of peace of mind. Even Tyagaraja says, Shantamuleka Saukhyamuledu, Dantulakaina Vedantulakaina. Shantamu, without peace of mind, we do not have any comfort. With worldly people or the seekers or sages or great people, anybody, without peace of mind, they will not have any Shanti. That Shanti, mother has to bless. You are that, oh mother. That, because, see, we think Shanti, there are 2 types. We think if we have material comforts, we say, I am very happy, peaceful. But that is not the thing it is talking about. Shanti means inner Shanti, inner peace. No matter how much we have, if we have our own plane, our AC room, our own house, big, whatever, 10,000 square feet house, whatever it is, only that is gives only bodily comforts. That is only material comforts. That does not give peace of mind. That is underline this point. No, we could have $1 billion, anything, but peace of mind, that is Shantihi. Shanti re, you are that. Shanti re vacha, oh mother, you are that. Shanti means that is forgiveness tendencies, and then like titiksha, forbearance, all these you are, oh mother. And then now that's how he praised mother, universal mother, Kali Mata, Durga Devi. And then mother appeared in front of Brahmaji. She was so happy with his praise, with his devotion. Then how she appeared, the form is giving. Beautiful. 80th shloka, second line, 81 shloka, first line. Khadgini, Shulini, Ghora, Gadini, Chakrini, Tatha, Shankini, Chapini, Bana, Bhushundi, Parigayudha. We saw that in the Jhana shloka, she has 10 hands. And then Nilashmadhyuti Kanti means like a black and blue. Neelam means that color. Indra Neelamana Kanti. That is what we were hearing in Shyamala Dandakam. Some of them just learned beautiful chanting. That is what Kali Mata's expression of Shyamala Devi. That is what Indra Neelamana Kanti. And then she's 10 hands. She's holding Khadgam, means the axe. And then Shulam means trident. Ghora, Gadini, maze. Chakrini, that discus. And then Shankam, conch. Chapam, bow. And then Banam means arrow. Bhushundi means one kind of iron instrument. Parigayudha, that is also one kind of instrument, the weapon. She's ready with 10 hands, beautiful form. This is very good for our meditation. Just feel that form, do the dhyanam while listening. While listening, it should happen. Beautiful. While chanting, that is why we are doing meaning. Then when we chant, you can connect to Mother. That is how she appeared. Then, oh Mother, he's still saying, oh Mother, you are Saumya, Saumyatara Sesha, Saumyebhyastvati Sundar, Ati Sundari. You are that auspicious and most auspicious, good, better, best. You are the superlative degree. You are the most auspicious, oh Mother. And then Ati Sundari, you are the most beautiful. Whatever we see, that is nothing but Mother. That is why we get enchanted by the sunrise, moonrise, and Sandhya Kalam, all the beautiful mountains, lakes, oceans. Why? Because Mother is there in and through in everything. We go for sightseeing. Why? Because to see Mother. You are most beautiful, O Mother. You are Para, 82nd shloka. Para Paranam Parama Tvameva Parameshwari Yacha Kinchit Kvachid Vastu Sadasadvak Khilatnike. You are Para, Apara, and Parama. You are both. Para means lower Prakriti. Apara means lower Prakriti, lower nature. Sri Krishna Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita beautifully, Bhumi Rapo Nalo Vayuhu Kammano Buddhirevacha Aham Karayiti Yamme Bhinna Prakriti Rashtadha. Eightfold Prakriti is my lower Prakriti. Means space, air, water, fire, and then earth, all these fivefold, mana, mind, buddhi, intellect, ahankara, that ego principle, all that is mind, eightfold prakriti, that is lower nature. And higher nature, para, is nothing but life force in each individual, that is jiva prakriti. That is what I am. And then he elaborates in 13th chapter, Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yoga. Kshetra means that lower Prakriti, that matter, and then Kshetrajna means knower of that field or knower of that matter, that is Kshetrajna. Both of them are me. And then Parama, supreme, that is also, oh Mother, you. That is the supreme consciousness, that is the Purushottama, that is the consciousness. Vedantin call as Brahman. You are that, both three of them. Parama, the way it goes is supreme, Parama, then Para and Apara, lower and higher Prakriti. That is what that hierarchy is. You are all that, oh Mother. Tvam eva Parameshwari. You are that supreme Ishwari. Ishvara is in Pullingam. Strilingam we call in female form Ishwari. You are the ruler, you are the controller of everything. Whatever it is in the whole universe, yacha kinchit kvachit vastu, whatever it is smallest to biggest, everything is you are controlling. And what sat asat, both of them means whatever is karya karana sambandham, cause and effect. You are cause and you are the effect, both you are. That is why we chant in the Purusha Suttam. Yaccha kinchit jagat sarvam drishyate sruyate piva antar bahischa tat sarvam vyapya narayana stitaha. In Narayana Suttam we chant this. You are that Narayana, and Narayani is mother. You are everywhere, you are everything, O mother. And then gross and subtle, that is also Sat and Asat. You are all that, O mother. And then 83rd one, Tasya sarvasya ya shaktihi satvam kim stuyase maya yaya tvaya jagat srashta jagat patyati yo jagat. Oh mother, you are that Shakti, that energy, that force behind everything. How can I praise you? You are unlimited. There is no words to praise you, oh mother. And you are that Srishti Sthiti Layakarini, Srashta, Utpatti, and then you are the Layakarini, dissolution capacity. And then that you created that Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Vishnu Sarira Grahana Mahamishana Yevacha. You are the cause for Vishnu Bhagavan. You are the cause for Shiva Bhagavan. You are the cause for me, Brahmaji is saying. And now Vishnu Bhagavan went to Nidra Vasham. He went to Yoga Maya. And then please, oh mother, you do something. 85th shloka. Sattva mitham prabhavaihi stvairudarai devi samstutam. Please, I am praising you. You must do something. He went to Yoga Nidra. And then he's still asking, he's still doing the praise. Mohayaitau duradharsha vasurau madhukaitabhau prabodam cha jagat swami niyata machyuto laghu bodhascha kriyata masya hantumetau mahasurau. 86th and 87th shloka. That where here Vishnu Bhagavan went to Moham, dissolution, Moha Nidra. You have that capacity. You are that Mahamaya Swarupam. You are the only one who can wake him up. He is the Prabodham cha Jagat Swami. Here the Jagat Swami, Devadi Deva for the whole universe. And then please, Laghu means quickly, effortlessly, please wake him up, oh mother. And then please put that knowledge to Hantumetau Mahasurau. Please put that knowledge and then to destroy that two Rakshasas, Madhu and Kaitabha. That is the request, that is Prarthana I'm doing, oh mother. So up to here, this Brahmaji Stuti is completed. Then Rushi Ruvacha, here Medha Maharshi is telling both of them. Evam stuta tada devi tamasi tatra vedhasa Vishnu prabodhanardhaya nihantum madhukaitabhau netrasya nasika bahu hrudayebhyas tadhorasaha. 90th shloka. And then most magical thing happened. Then mother came pleased with Brahmaji Stuti and with his devotion. And then mother starts to come out from Vishnu Bhagavan. Means Vishnu Bhagavan is about to awaken. From where she is emerging, let us see. Netrasya, from his eyes. That is where Yoga Nidra is in certain places. And now she is coming out. Netrasya, from Vishnu Bhagavan's eyes. Nasika means his nasal, that mukku, that nasal, that's where Prana Shakti is. And then Bahuhu, that shoulders. And then because he has to fight with those Rakshasas, Hrudaye means his heart. And all these parts, that Yoga Nidra, Mahamaya, Devi, Bhagavati, Chandika, Kali, Durga, Tamasi Shakti is coming out. And then Nirgamya, then Darshane Tastau Brahmano Vyakta Janmanaha. And then he saw that Tamasi Shakti power. That's what we saw again. That Dhyana Shlokam Khadgam Chakrapada Khadgam Chakra Gadeshu Chapa Parighan Shulam Pushundin Shiraha Shankham Samdadatim Shkaraistrinayanam Sarvanga Bhusha Vrutam Neelashmadhyuti Masya Pada Dashakam Seve Mahakalikam Yamastau Swapite Harau Kamalajo Hamtum Madhukaitabham. That is the form Brahmaji, that Tamasi Shakti came out. And then he also did the praise her again. And then 91, Vuttastaucha Jagannathastaya Mukto Janardanaha. And then Vishnu Bhagavan awakened that. Then what happened? Now Vishnu Bhagavan is seeing that picturization Rishi is giving to this king and businessman. Ekarnavehi shayanat tataha sadadrushe chatau. Whole thing is filled with water. Ekarnavastiti. This is before creation. That is what Vishnu Bhagavan is seeing. Whole thing is water. From that water, he also saw Madhukaitabhau Duratmana Vativirya Parakramau. Krodha Raktekshanavattum Brahmanam Janito Jamau. Two asuras in that water. Who are they? Madhu and Kaitabha. And then the adjectives are given to them. They are Duratmana, wicked people. Ativirya Parakramau, they are very strong. And then Krodha Raktekshana, their eyes are with a red color, with anger. They want to eat, fight somebody. That's how they are. That's what, and then they are about to fight with Brahmaji. This is the picture Vishnu Bhagavan saw after he got out from that Yoga Nidra. And then they, what happened? Then they also saw Hari. Hari Bhagavan, Vishnu Bhagavan saw Madhukaitabha, and then they also, Madhukaitabha also saw Vishnu Bhagavan. And Samuttaya Tatastabhyam Yude Bhagavan Harihi. They both saw, everybody is ready, and then they saw this Vishnu Bhagavan is perfect for us to fight, not this Brahmaji. He's an old man, he's a knowledgeable person, he's not fit for us. Let us fight with this Vishnu Bhagavan, because he's strong, energized and beautiful, and we need to fight with him. And then they were fighting how many years? This is not even years. Let us see. 94th shloka. Pancha varsha sahasrani bahu praharano vidhu tavapyati balon mattau mahamaya vimohitau. They fought for Pancha Varsha Sahasrani. Pancha means 5, Varsha means years, Sahasra means 1,000. They fought for 5,000 years. Vishnu Bhagavan and Madhukaitabha. Then going on. They are two, and Vishnu Bhagavan is only one. Both of them are taking 1 year, Madhu 1 year, Kaitabha. That's how they are taking, fighting and taking rest. And then now the power of Yoga Maya entered into Madhu and Kaitabha. See, and then they became Mahamaya Vimohitau Bhuktavanta Varosmatto Vriyata Miti Keshavam. See, imagine the power of Mahamaya. Then what they said is, I know you are fighting very hard. They are saying to Vishnu Bhagavan, then you need some rest. We are going to give you a boon. Vishnu Bhagavan is the giver of all the boons. Because of Yoga Maya power, the Rakshasas are asking Vishnu Bhagavan, we will give you a boon. ask whatever you want, we will give you. Then most beautiful shloka, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, 96th shloka, Sriman Narayana is saying, Bhaveta madhyame tushtau mama vadhyavubhavapi kimanyena varainatra eta vadhivrutam maya. He's saying, I want to ask you smallest desire. Devadi Deva, Jagannatha, what he wants. He's saying, I'm asking smallest desire, smallest boon. That is, both of you must die in my hands. Mama Vajja Vubhavapi. I want to kill you both. That boon you should give. See why they became powerful. This all comes in Devi Bhagavatam. That is also another beautiful text about mother. These two prayed mother. Then their mother blessed them. You will have Ichha Maranam. Means Swachanda Maranam. They will have, whenever they want to die, they will die. That's all. Nobody can kill them. That's how the Rakshasas ask. Bhagavan is a Mayapati. He knows what to do. And then smilingly, affectionately, he said, I want you to both to die in my hands. Then they realized Rishi, now Rishi Ruvacha, Rishi is saying, Sumedha Maharshi, they, both of them, Rakshasas are thinking, Vanchitabhyam iti tada sarva mapo mayam jagat, 100 shloka. They are thinking we both got, Vanchitam means we got tricked by this Jagannatha Ajit Vishnu Bhagavan. But it's okay, we gave our word. They are not politicians. This is the example. The Rakshasas, if they say word, they keep the word. And not like a regular common people. They keep the word. It is okay, we got tricked. Then they said the one condition, Sarva Malo, they looked Vilokyatabhyam Gadito Bhagavan Kamalekshanaha, Avam Jahina Yetrorvi Sali. Okay, then they said Kamalekshana, that Vishnu Bhagavan, they said, both of them looked everywhere, there is only water, everywhere, water, water, water. Then they said, you need to kill us where there is no water. See, then they thought they tricked Vishnu Bhagavan. Who can trick Vishnu Bhagavan? He is Mayapati. Then that he said, no problem. Vishnu Bhagavan has, compassionate, no problem. Then Rishi Ruvacha, now the Rishi again is saying, Tadhe Tyuktva Bhagavata Shanka Chakra Gata Bhuta Krutva Chakrena Vaichinne Jaghane Shirasi Tayoho. Now Vishnu Bhagavan became Medhavi Vikramakramaha, the Trivikrama Swarupam. He expanded himself all the way from above water. Then 4 hands, he is holding Shankha, Chakra, Gada and Padmam. Vishnu Bhagavan became Sri Krishna, Vishnu Bhagavan. And then what he did is, on his thighs, he put those 2 Rakshasas, and with the chakram, the discus, Vishnu Bhagavan destroyed both Madhu and Kaitabha, that Kamalekshana, that Jagannatha, that Devadi Deva, destroyed both Rakshasa. Jai Vishnu Bhagavan ki, Jai Durga Mata ki, Jai. That's how it happened. See, that's the boon. That's why he kept it on, both of them on his own thighs. Then destroyed. Both of them got destroyed. Then 104th shloka. Eva mesha samutpanna brahmana samstuta swayam prabhavamasya devyastu bhuya shrunuvadamite. So then Bhagavan, see that Rishi Sumedha Maharshi is saying, all this, that is how Mother Yogamaya was Samutpanna, Avirbhavam. See, he asked, Sumedha king, not Sumedha, Suradha king asked him, I want to know how she was born, Avirbhava Ghattam. I want to know. That is how Sumedha, that Sumedha Maharshi explained everything. And then here he's saying, Sumedha Maharshi is still saying, Prabhavamasya devyastu bhuya shrunu vadamite. That king asked him, I want to know elaborately, with know her mother's grace and her glory, her prabhavam, swabhavam. And then I'm going to tell you in a more. This is not the end. That is only fraction of Yogamaya's power, fraction of her power, that Kali Mata's power. More power, more Shakti, more kathas are coming. I'm going to give you elaborate description how she destroyed all the asuras, each time how she took the form to destroy these Rakshasas, Mahamaya Swarupam. All that I'm going to tell you. This is the end of the first chapter. Now we saw mother appeared in the Bhulokam to destroy this Madhu and Kaitabha. She helped to Vishnu Bhagavan. So this is the first chapter, 104 shlokas. Now Aim Om Swasti Sri Markandeya Purane Savarnike Manvantare Devi Mahatme Madhukaitabhavadho Nama Pradhamodhyayah Sampurnam. Means this is in Markandeya Puranam. It happened in Savarnika Manvantaram, that is second Manvantaram. This is in Devi Mahatmyam, that is also called Chandi Saptashati, Durga Saptashati, and Devi Saptashati. And then Madhukaitabha Vadho Nama. This section is called Madhukaitabha Samharam, destroyer of both Rakshasas. This is the Pradhama Adhyaya, means the first chapter. The 13 chapters, first chapter we finished. So we concluded. So this is the beautiful Swarupam of Kali Mata, Dasha Bhuja, 10 hands. The power we saw. Daivi Hesha Gunamayi Mamamaya Duratyaya. Mameva prapadyante maya metam tarantite. Sri Krishna Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita that Maya is also Daivi Gunam. That comes from me, that belongs to me, that Maya Shakti, that Parabrahma Paramatma. Whoever surrenders, I take off that Maya. That is Mameva prapadyante. Maya metam tarantite. They will be removed by that Maya, by delusion. They will be out of that net. Then they will reach Parabrahma Paramatma, that Kali Mata. So then nothing will bother them, that nothing, time, everything will be conducive, everything will be auspicious. That is what Sarvamangala Rupam. So this is how that concluded the first chapter. Now this one has Pada Mantramulu, means that mantra portions, means Vuvacha, 14 of them. Vuvacha, Vuvacha, Visa. And then Artha Shloka Mantramulu, they are 24 of them. And Purna Shloka Vakyamulu, that whole shloka, that Yeshameva Samutpanna Brahmana Samstuta Swayam Prabhavamasya Devyastu Bhuya Shrunuvadamite. They are Purna Shlokam, complete Shlokam. There are 24 of them. All of them put together 104 shlokas. And then this Brahmaji did the stuti, and then mother took the form, and then helped Yogamaya, helped Vishnu Bhagavan to destroy the Madhukaitabha Rakshasas. And then now we need to see the inner meaning. Vishnu Bhagavan is nothing but our consciousness, our self, our Chaitanyam. And then Karnam Alodbhutam, we do not realize our own self. Then what happens? World gives me happiness. Then we go after all the actions, karma. Karma Lampatatvam, that is called in our Sanskritam word, means we get attracted to the actions. And why? Because world give me job, I need to acquire something. I need to vastu, vyakti, paristiti means objects, people and surroundings. I need everything. Then we do go and do lot of actions. While we do actions, we do raga dvesha, means aversion and attachment. We develop that. If it is conducive, they say, hi, you are the best. We develop attachment. You are not the best. More people are there. You are the worst. Then we develop aversion, dvesha. So in the working in the world, that is karma lampatatvam. That is madhu and kaitabha. The demonic qualities come out from us. Even though we are pure, even though we are Satchitananda, existence, consciousness and bliss, absolute happiness, because of all this, Madhu Kaitabha emerges from our heart. That is nothing but ego, aham, mama, I-ness and minus. First is I-ness, then all the minus. Everything is mine, my ideas, my thoughts, my house, my people, my objects. Mine comes. Aham mama, representation of Madhu Kaitabha. Then Madhu Kaitabha, again, one more meaning we will see. Madhu means honey. And then Kaitabha means the insects. What happens when there is a honey? All the insects come there to take that honey. Because that madhu, that I-ness and minus, all that I like myself, that with ego, when somebody praises, everybody comes after. And then all that we want is praises. That we all know, I don't need to explain. Then what do we need? We saw Vishnu Bhagavan, that Madhu Kaitabha, that is what Karna Malodbhutam, that is how they, somewhere it has to express. That is how they expressed. All these will express their demonic tendencies. And then what do we, they are representation of Rajo and Tamo gunas. And we need a Sattva guna. Sattva guna is representation of Brahmaji, the creator, Chaturmukha Brahma. We need to surrender to him. That is how that knowledge representation, a lotus is representation of knowledge. Then we need to surrender that intellect, good intellect, Veda Swarupam. Then we attain knowledge. We will be free from this Madhu and Kaitabha. Then they get destroyed. The knowledge will be invoked. Then the awakening process starts. So this is how this, that portion. And now we need to see Suradha, that king. Suradha, Radha means our body. This elaborately mentions in Kathopanishad. Our body is nothing but compared with Ratham, chariot. Suradha, Shariram, our body. Then this Samadhi is the businessman. Means intellect, good intellect, means equanimity. Samadhi means going to equanimity. Samoham, samatvam, good intellect. Samadhi, dhi means intellect. Sama means equal, means balance. How does it happen? Suradha, this body and mind, and including mind, intellect, body, Suradha, and then mind and intellect complex is this Samadhi. Body, mind, intellect, three of them, that is what is our equipment, has to surrender to Guru. Who is that Guru? Sumedha Maharshi. Then that Medha, that Dhi Shakti, that inner awakening, inner energy will happen, inner engineering will happen when we surrender to Sumedha. Everything will become Su. Everything will become auspicious, everything will become conducive, everything will become good. That is why Sumedha, we need Guru. Guru's teaching, bodha, knowledge. Then Guru will explain beautifully what the Shastras are talking about, with out of compassion. Guru walked in this path. He knows the disciples, he knows the seekers, what their mentality is, where they are standing, where their attitude. We think we know everything. That is what happened to Suradha and that Samadhi. But we do not know anything and everything, especially the spiritual knowledge. We don't know everything in the material world. What to talk about spiritual knowledge? That is anantam, endless. And then Guru teaches bit by bit, beautifully. With that, mind gets purified. In that purified mind, that knowledge takes place. Then that connection develops to that self, which is our own self. Then we know who we are. This is the inner meaning. That is how Puranas teach. With that story format, giving the names, that's how we need to code and decode. This is all coded language. In the beginning itself, I was telling, we need to decode everything. That is how Puranic language is. Now you know all this, we decoded everything. And now may Universal Mother, that Kali Mata, Durga Mata, Chandi Mata will bless all of them, us, to know who we are and destroy that Madhu and Kaitaba, that I-ness and minus, ahankara, mamakaras. And then may we continue in this path. May we surrender to Bhagavan, Mother, and then all of us, we take the pranams and blessings from Mother. May Mother bless all of us. With this, I'm going to conclude the first chapter. We still have 12 chapters to go. We will continue next week. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Because of Navaratri time, this Saturday and Sunday, which is the 9th and 10th, we are going to chant entire Durga Saptashati, all 700 shlokas. And then Vidyulji is going to post in our WhatsApp. Please look into it, and we only chanting. Time and all that in the morning Eastern time, 10 o'clock Eastern time. Saturday, Sunday also 10 o'clock Eastern time, US Eastern time. Everybody, anybody can join, keep your books ready, only chanting. Saturday we'll do first chapter, Prathama Charitra and Madhyama Charitra, up to 5 chapters. Sunday we will do from 5th up to 4th. Saturday 5th to 13th we will do Uttara Charitam on Sunday. So 10 o'clock US time, Eastern time, we are joining. Please join everybody. Vidyulji will explain, put it in WhatsApp, check WhatsApp group. Harihi Om, everybody. Thank you so much.